Hello, my name is Emily Mailer. If you are watching this tutorial, this is all about understanding and how I personally look at inner voice reports and look for patterns and all of the things. So if you have received a report from me, are interested in inner voice, this is kind of a great place to start. I have just ran a report and I'm going to very quickly show you the classic tones, and then I'm going to come back over to pulse tones. Whenever you get the report in your email, it'll come from Inner Voice, and I think it also says AO Scan. I can't remember, but you'll want to click on that link, and it will open this up in your browser. So I'm going to click on the classic tones real quick, and you can toggle through them. You can use whichever. You can try one then one day, and you could try another a different day and play with them. But the classic tones is what the AO Scan originally had, and they updated with pulse tones in 2023. But also left this because some people like the classic tones. So the top three frequencies that are out of balance and the lowest frequency are these grayed out colors there. And then the supportive frequencies are these colorful buttons. And each one is 3-minute audio with frequencies and music together. And all you have to do is hit balancing harmonics and it'll play through each one at a time. And it will cycle back through as many times until you hit stop or close out the browser. The pulse tones is a little more customized, which I absolutely love. So up here, this grayed out area are your top three frequencies, and this last one here is your lowest frequency. And then these boxes are your frequencies that are balancing. I personally prefer to click auto mix because when you click auto mix, it will shift these options, which I already did. But you can also play with them if you want. So this is the beat of the frequency. This is the music. This is, I can't remember the words for these, but these both have to do with the frequency as well. Over here, you can turn the music volume up. You can turn the frequency volume up or down. It is important to hear the frequency as well. So you want to make sure you can at least hear it a little bit. And then you can choose the amount of time that you want to listen to. So the 5 minutes, the 10 minutes, or continuous. And then just hit pulse cycle and it'll play for that amount of time. If you hit continuous, it will play until you hit stop. So I personally, at a minimum, like to do 5 minutes. And if you can do that 2-3 times a day, if you can do it more, that's awesome as well. The inner voice is all about supporting the emotions, and that correlates to your physical body as well. The next little portion I'm going to skip over because it comes back up again, but this is when the scan was ran, all of that. A little bit about inner voice, how it works. And they do have these glasses. Obviously, if you have not purchased a bundle, you likely don't have them. I finally did purchase a bundle, so I'm excited to start using them. But the inner voice adds a layer of color therapy. If you don't have glasses that are colored, you can choose a crystal of that color to have near you that day. You can choose to wear a shirt that color for the day, just to help support your emotional balance. Color therapy is super cool if you want to take the time to research it. So then again, here's the graph. So these are the 3 high frequencies and my low frequency, and you can kind of see based on the numbers. So the C was a 10.4. They kind of explain this as like it's the volume of the frequency in your voice, in your quantum self. I like to kind of just see how high they get or how low they get. I have seen them as high as in the 30s, and I have seen them as low as 0 because that's where it can be. But if things are really high in the 20s, things like that, I'm like, okay, to me, those are the frequencies that are really needing some extra attention. And also if they're at a 0, more of a suppressed emotion. But you can skip all of that. It's not a huge deal. I just like all the information. So then we get into the 4 reports. So this first one you'll see there is a differing emotion here, unacknowledged versus self-validated. So this is that there's an imbalance that is corresponding to this note C. So everyone who has a note C that is out of range is going to get the PDF that has unacknowledged versus self-validated. The positive and negative emotions are the same. This part of the report is all the same with the corresponding note. So I tell people there's an imbalance. It is not that you are unacknowledged or you are self-validated, but there's an imbalance between the two. I recommend looking at the positive and negative emotions and seeing what resonates. If you really want to dive into that, you can journal around it, and seek extra support if you would like. You'll see in all of the bodies on each report that there's a little bit of a highlighted area. So those are the typical areas that this emotion affects. And then the color also goes with the corresponding and supportive note. So this green is the supporting color for that imbalanced emotion. And these are the things that green supports and the ways that this frequency also will support you when you're listening to the supportive F note in the pulse or balancing harmonics. This section here with these four little boxes, whatever you want to call them, are very specific to you. So right here is kind of the line for the same for the corresponding note, and these are all the same for you. So I recommend people look at the patterns in these and go from there. I recommend not getting hung up on things. Take it as a piece of information because that's what any of this stuff from the AO scan is educational. It's not diagnostic. So it's education. Utilize it as education to support and empower yourself in taking control of your health and wellness. So I am being very vulnerable with sharing mine. The large emotions that are coming up with this imbalance for me are stress, fear of failure, and fear that bad will happen. I could then go through each report here and kind of look and see what emotions are coming up over and over. Sometimes I like to do it that way rather than looking at the full report in itself. But you can see like those are some emotions that are coming up there. All right, so I'll go to the next one is potential. Those ones are pretty self-explanatory, their emotions. For me, they have always been on point. If certain things come up and you're like, I definitely am not experiencing that, look at the people that you're around or being influenced by daily. If you're around someone like that last one was arrogance, I'm not gonna lie, I'm sure there are times that I'm arrogant. I'm not gonna hide that. But if you are like, I am not arrogant, and like that's definitely not it. Are you around someone who is arrogant? Have you had an interaction with someone, even if it's like you made a phone call for a customer service thing and that person was rude to you? That's going to physically and emotionally affect you. So you can look at it those ways, but utilize the emotions to kind of work through them, evaluate what's coming up regularly, and then journal, talk about it with a therapist, things like that. The potential causes section is, it's fascinating at times. So I like to just kind of pull all of the information together. But for here, we're going to look and see that I have a miasm specific to gonorrhea. So miasms are things that are in your family line. It could be 7, 10 generations back, and there's like this DNA frequency that has continued to pass through based off of certain illnesses or diseases that previous members of your family have had. Each one correlates to some specific things. I cannot remember what the gonorrhea one specifically does. I know that some of them are it's like a predisposition to certain things. Some of them are related to the skin, some of them are related to the cardiovascular system, some of them are related to certain cancers, different things like that. And so just being aware of them, again, education around this, you can see how to support yourself better if you have that miasm. There are also frequencies to clear those miasms as well. My next one there is a hormone, a thyroid hormone. I know that I have hormone issues right now, so that's not surprising. The brain, spine, cervical neck pain. I have all kinds of stuff going on in my neck right now, so again, not surprising. I'm gonna scroll down to these next ones. Toxicity, smog, and pollution. We've been outside a lot. I know that there's a lot of chemicals in the air. So just something to be aware of and trying to get cleaner air. And you can even hear it in my voice. I have the allergies are really flaring up. Parasites come up on everybody's report, typically. Everybody has parasites. Parasites are literally everywhere around us. Don't get hung up on the type of parasite. Just observe that there are parasites and do things that support your body in ridding parasites. There's lots of foods and herbs that you can take. You don't have to dive into a parasitic detox. I only recommend doing a parasite detox with a practitioner who knows what they are doing to make sure all of your detox pathways are open and that you're pooping and that what you are detoxing is not going to end up recirculating. If you need a recommendation of a practitioner to work with, I have a few that I recommend people to. So let me know if that's something of interest. This Toxicare Kathy, that has to do with cats. We did recently have a cat and she was in the house. So that, again, not surprising. The roundworm aspect, I'm just going to say there's parasite. One other aspect, I'm going to try not to go too deep with this explanation and report, is that parasites can be really linked to boundaries. So do you have boundaries? Are you letting people cross those boundaries? That can be a symptom as well, or a sign that you need to support your body in that way. There's more parasites. I am a mom of 3 right now. My boundaries are crossed every moment of the day. There's another brain spine. So I know I have a lot of stuff going on in my back. And this last one here, there's some toxicity to tobacco, nicotine, and nightshade plants. If I've not been smoking, which I don't, if I've not been around someone who smokes, which I don't believe I have, it could be air quality. But the nightshade plants aspect could be the key here. So peppers, tomatoes, eggplants, potatoes, which I have actually eaten recently, and even cauliflower. Certain foods actually have nicotine in them. Nicotine is not necessarily a bad thing. It's a chemical that is natural. And so I could have a sensitivity to those types of foods right now, which means my body is not breaking them down. There's another parasite and more brain spine. My chiropractor loves me right now. Next little section here, we're going to look at the lungs. So the lung meridian came up, the zinc, so that's a vitamin mineral. Beta carotene is another vitamin mineral. Beta carotene is really linked to carrots, so maybe I should be eating carrots. So I need some support with my lungs. Zinc might be a supplement that I would maybe potentially want to take. There's a T3 again, so some more hormonal issues. I don't remember where the serum globulin comes in. Detoxification phase 1, that just has to do with my body as detoxing something. It might need some extra support. Vitamin E, B1, and beta carotene again. So look, there's a pattern. I see that beta carotene again. And then fluorine, small intestine peristalsis, and CoQ10. I'm not seeing a ton of patterns here other than I definitely need some more vitamins and minerals, and my small intestine is likely needing some extra support. So again, I'm not going too deep with this, but I'm kind of looking for patterns, looking for ways to support my body. And then we'll look at the imbalances and suggestions. These are body systems that are imbalanced and suggestions to improve them. So my biggest takeaway here is that if you know exactly what you're wanting to work on, for me, that is my stress, that is my hormones. I'm going to be looking at the things related to the thyroid and reproductive system. I also should probably be looking at the pericardium and heart muscles too. That's all related to the heart and cardiovascular. But look again at patterns. If you need to take a notebook and write down thyroid, which as you've seen, I've had thyroid here, I've had hormones here with the thyroid, and then there was one other area with a T3 as well. So I would write thyroid and there's 3 marks so far on my thyroid. And then I would write another column where it says improved digestion. And then I would write a trace minerals. I would write a chiropractic adjustment. And every time those different things come up, I'm going to mark how many, like kind of tally them to see what comes up the most and start there. I'm not going to implement all of these suggestions at once. That's way too much. I'm going to start with 1 or 2 that are constantly being suggested. I already see a chiropractor every 2 weeks, so that's something that I'm already doing. The trace minerals is very important for me right now. I need it was 3 times in all 3 of those ways. vitamin supplementation. Those are things that I know I've been needing to do and I have not been doing. So yay me. This is always on point for what I'm needing. Back down here, we're going to the kidneys, digestion, and large intestine. So kidneys is related to that adrenal, that hormonal health, that digestion, and large intestine is coming up again. Here's some hydration, monitoring blood sugar and blood pressure. That's another area I know I've been wanting to focus on. There's trace minerals again. There's digestive enzymes. That could be a way that I support my digestion. Supporting digestion, hydration, pre and probiotics. Here's my heart again. So managing stress is coming up again. I need to make sure that I'm supporting my nervous system and my stress levels and managing that stress by breathing deeply, by taking a moment to pause, like all of those different things, reducing stress where I can. Moving my body. My brain needs a little extra support by getting plenty of sleep, making sure I'm remaining socially involved. Again, here's some more hydration pieces. Um, I'm sorry, I'm just taking a lot of this in personally. I'm like, wow, okay, that's really on point. There's one for the ears. I definitely have some things going on with my ears. I have a lot of sinus stuff going on. The avoid constant loud volume levels is kind of amusing because Colton has been high-pitched squealing. So I feel like that's partially related. Again, there's some more hydration, there's some more movement. There's some enzymes, stress, pre and probiotics, chiropractor. So the pancreas and duodenum, those are related to the digestion. This was what I saw that I wanted to highlight. Limit alcohol. I am not currently drinking alcohol. But because I'm not drinking alcohol, I know that that's not something that my body needs to reduce because I'm not drinking it. Alcohol can come up because the body is needing support in processing things, because if things are sluggish in the digestive system, it can create alcohol internally. So again, with that, just supporting my digestive system. So I know this is just kind of an overview, but I hope it gives you a little bit of insight into how to read and lightly understand this report. If you would like a full session with me, an initial session is $125 and we take 2 hours. We go through the inner voice and other reports. If you would like to just do an inner voice report, with a consultation with me with that is $25 and it takes a half an hour. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me and we can figure out what would be best for you. I hope that this was helpful. I know it was a really good insight for myself. I don't always take the time to look at these reports. I typically just listen to the audios because I don't always have time to look. So I love being able to look through these, see how on point they are, and also know exactly how it can be supporting my body. The takeaways for me in this report are to increase my trace minerals. So I'll be doing that with Celtic sea salt and likely some Solex gold. I will be also increasing my hydration with that and just, oh my goodness, liquids and things like that that are going to be hydrating and giving that mineral content. So I've started drinking some raw milk. I'd like to start seeing some fresh pressed juices, things like that. Anyway, those are some different things that I took away. And I hope that you can kind of see some of those patterns. Again, if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me and I would love to help you on your wellness journey. So I hope you have a great day and enjoy.